Hi, everybody. Al Bernstein here with another one of my quick hits. And on this one, we're going to talk about a very special and action-packed day and evening of boxing on Showtime Championship Boxing that will be held on December 10th. The day will start out with a nighttime fight in Great Britain, but a daytime fight in the United States when Anthony Joshua defends his portion of the heavyweight title against Eric Molina. It will be a fight in which Anthony Joshua attempts to beat Eric Molina in more convincing fashion than Deontay Wilder did. And it's Joshua continuing to fight heavyweights as he heads toward a showdown with either Wilder, possibly Joseph Parker, or David Haye, or one of the other top heavyweights in which he can put his title on the line. And in the case of a Wilder, for instance, would have more than one title on the line. So Anthony Joshua, who now is being seen in the United States via Showtime on a fairly regular basis, will fight again in the UK in front of a packed house, as always. And not only will the fight be shown there, but it will be shown on Showtime in the United States. Some thoughts briefly on Anthony Joshua before we move on to the rest of the evening of boxing that we'll have. Anthony Joshua, to me, is a very unique fighter because he has the potential, and I use the word potential because we don't know if it will be realized. He has the potential to be, in my opinion, an international superstar. He is a big, powerful heavyweight who can punch. He's glib and articulate, and is getting better and better at handling post-fight interviews, pre-fight discussions, and all the rest. And you never know what's going to happen with a heavyweight. For one thing, because one punch right there can shatter dreams. But in the case of Anthony Joshua, the Olympic champion, he continues to get better and better as a professional and adding elements outside the ring also to his story. And he's promoted by Eddie Hearn and his Matchroom Boxing, which is a powerful force, one of the most powerful forces worldwide in boxing. And so he's got a lot going for him. And we'll see Eric Molina, who is a tough journeyman heavyweight, who gave some trouble to Deontay Wilder, would like to upend that apple cart, and we'll see if he can do it on December 10th. But for now, anyway, Anthony Joshua rolling along in the heavyweight division. Now, later on in the evening, I will be at the campus of USC in Southern California, where we will have what should be a terrific doubleheader. We will be featuring in our main event Jesus Cuellar against Abner Mares for a featherweight world championship, and then a 154-pound title will be at stake in what could be not only the sleeper fight of the night, but one of the sleeper fights of the year, with Jamal Charlo, undefeated, taking on another undefeated fighter in Julian J-Rock Williams, in a fight in what I believe now might be one of the deepest and most talented divisions of boxing, the 154-pounders. Let's talk about the main event first. Abner Mares coming back to the ring, cleared of his medical issues with his eyes, and able to fight again. And he is looking to regain a title. He's been a world titleist in 3 different weight divisions. He has fought as tough a schedule as anybody in the sport of boxing in recent years. And now he takes on a very tough lefty in Jesus Cuellar, who is the title holder and is looking, from his standpoint, to get a signature and definitive win that will put him on the map with American fans and fans around the world. And that division, too, the featherweight division, is one much like the 154-pounders that I talked about, that has a great group of fighters and a great group of champions. And so this Cuellar Mares fight is going to be one of what we expect to see as many moving forward in the coming year among the featherweights. And this fight has an action fight marked all over it, because Mares is seldom in an uninteresting fight, and Cuellar, though he is a lefty, is an action fighter, likes to mix it up, and I can't imagine this not being a really good fight. And Cuellar, the Argentine, who comes in with a 28-1 record with 21 KOs, has wins over Vic Darchinyan and Juan Manuel Lopez, though wins over them in their later years when they weren't quite as dominant as they were before. But still, he's a fighter to be reckoned with. And as I mentioned, Abner Mares, who's now 29-2-1, who has fought literally everybody in several weight divisions. So that should be a terrific fight. And maybe the fight I'm looking forward to most, not only on this card, but for the last quarter of 2016, is this 154-pound match with Jermall Charlo putting his version of the junior middleweight title on the line against J-Rock Williams. This is kind of a coming out party for J-Rock, who has had a hard time securing a world championship match. Williams, at age 26, is 22-0-1 with 14 KOs. He has fought a good brand of opponents, though no one on the caliber of Jermall Charlo. And so this is a step up for him in terms of competition he's facing and in terms of the moment, because this is a big moment for him. And there will be pressure on him, and people will be wondering how he'll deal with the pressure. But he is a very, very talented fighter. He has power, as does Jermall Charlo. And there is very little question that Julian Williams will provide boxing fans with another excellent fighter in the upper echelon of the 154-pound division. The man he's facing, Jermall Charlo, is 24-0. Of course, his twin brother, Jermell, also has a 154-pound title. Jermall has 18 KOs in his 24 wins, and this is his third title defense. He has probably faced better opposition than Williams, but some would suggest that Williams might be the best fighter that Jermall Charlo has fought. And this fight was tricky to make. You know, it was one of those ones that could have fallen by the wayside, but it didn't. And I think everybody recognizes that it is a high-quality fight that will go a long way toward telling us who will emerge in this 154-pound division. It's, as I mentioned, it's a very deep division, and these two fighters are very much in the mix to decide who will be the kingpin of that division, or at least who are the fighters that will, for the most part, make the most noise at 154 pounds. That will be the final show of our Showtime Championship Boxing Series for 2016. As you know, we have a wonderful slate set up beginning in the year 2017. We have Badu Jack and James DeGale fighting. We have Adrian Broner against Granados in what should be a very good fight, and also Carl Frampton taking on Leo Santa Cruz in what should be an exciting championship match. And then, if that's not enough, as the guy with the Ginsu knives tells us, we have on March 4th Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. So boxing should get off to a very big start in 2017. But first, before we get there, there is the matter of this match and these fights on December 10th. So we'll see you on Showtime on December 10th.